Hey jammers, I am back with my helper here. It's my little jam girl. We are here to show you how quick and easy it is to do a pedicure. I know sometimes it may freak people out, or if you're not quite sure what to do and how to do a pedi. So I'm going to try to do this really quick. Stop talking so much. Real quick, when you get a pedi in the mail, it's going to look like this. So basically, in your big sheet, the biggest one will be here, and that's the one you're going to cut into, cut in half and then to 4 little pieces for your the 8 toes or whatever. Yep. And then the second one in, that's the one that you put on your big toe. So when you receive a pedi pack, it will look like that. Okay. The big one is what you cut up into pieces, and then the second to biggest one, the number 2, is what you put on your big toes. Because my nails are so wide, like even with my thumbs, see, it's jam day. I have to use the biggest one on my toe because remember, I don't know if you've seen my application video from earlier, I have to use the number 2 on my thumb because my thumb is so wide. So what we're going to do now, so really quick, stop the talking. I have my tools necessarily that I need. Right here, I have my wipe. And I already did that. I already took off my polish that I had earlier and my wraps on. I already also used my awesome cuticle pen. It just, open it up, you wipe it on your toes, and wipe it off after about 10 minutes or so. It gets rid of all those cuticles you do not see. And also, let's see, what else have we done? I am just ready here I'm going to take my alcohol wipe here. Like I said, I've already cleaned it. I've already prepped it. I've already pushed back my cuticles. I have also taken a file to kind of file my nails just a little bit on the top. I always just like to do that to make sure my surface is nice and clean. Okay, make sure I get those really well. And let's see here. What else do I need to do before I forget? Yeah, I don't think anything. So I'm going to put my big toe with this one. And then I'm going to actually do just another accent nail with this. You see the tape that I had? I actually taped it to my toe, traced my nail bed, and then I found the correct jam that fit. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. So probably this one actually fits the best. So I know I can put it there and I say, oh, okay, now I know I need that one. So that is the jam that I'm going to cut out and use for today. So again, I just cut out my jams. Here I go. I have this one and I have this one. It's going to be simple. I just cut them in half. Easy peasy. If you want to use your smaller scissor to do this, go ahead, or you can use your bigger scissor. Either way, it is just fine. My one is really... There we go. And then I have this one. Cut this one in half. Okay, so again, I'm just going to give a quick buff. Nothing too big or whatever. Make sure everything's dry off. Alrighty. I'm going to take my first wrap. Here, remember my trusty, rusty tweezer. I love this thing. I was just taking jams off, so it has a little bit of my previous jams. Peel it off from there. I put it in front of the heater. Gonna have to go off screen here a little bit. Sorry.
And it's hot.
Yeah, blows warm air. And with some of these, you'll just see how curls makes it a little bit more pliable. And I just set it right on, just like that. And again, I'm going to smooth it out.
I'll just smooth it.
Okay, my plunger. And again, I don't know if we had seen this earlier, but what I do with my application, I heat it up again. And then I pull that tip down to create that seal. Just like that. Just make sure everything is done there. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to take my accent nail. Again. Take it off. See it curl a little bit there. I'm ready to apply. Stick it right on my nail. All right, my Zaylee girl got my rubber cuticle pusher. I make sure it's not touching the edges of my cuticles or of my nail at all. I make sure that I fold that definitely under there. I do not want it touching my cuticles. This will not last as long as it definitely has the potential to if it is touching the cuticles. My last pedicure, guys, I just took it off. Oh my goodness, I had it on since I think it was like beginning of October, wasn't it? Something like that. Yeah. Zaylee and I went with a friend, and it was beginning of October. Like, it is crazy, and what, it is already end of November. It is insane. I love it, and I really didn't even have to replace it. I mean, it's just my nails are growing out, and I figured, hey, I better get going on this.
And I'm going to have the same jams.
All right, and Zaylee will have matching jams with me, and we'll do a video on the juniors. Okay, for toes, I do a little bit different than what I do with my fingernails. I actually cut mine like this. Okay, just because majority of the time I need to trim my toenails anyway. So I think it actually just kind of works out because remember, you created that seal, right? So then it has a nice seal, and let's go ahead and cut this one.
It makes that click sound.
Right. All right, I'm taking my Danbury file. It's just getting kind of wore out a little bit. But again, I go down that about 45-degree angle because I want that tiny little tip of nail on the top showing. And of course, again, you don't use your toenails like you do with your fingernails. So it's really, you don't have to worry, you know, that much about having that little tip of nail showing. Or make sure that's present. All right, yeah, look at that. Nice. I always make sure I try to get that edge really well because that's really what would catch on socks and slippers and shoes, and that is what would pull your jam off.
And boots.
And boots. All right, making sure it's all sealed. Awesome. Okay, and then now what we're going to do for this pedicure, you would just do basically the same. You could cut up little pieces of the jams, you know how you would cut up. I just choose not to in this pedicure to go fast, and I'm just going to paint my rest of my nails with this, and I will show you how it turns out.
Yo, you never met a like me. Yo, have you ever seen a little dude who be doing what I do? Yeah. Woo! Yeah, let's get at it, dog. Come on. Yeah.
Ta-da! There you go, jammers. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will definitely be posting another video of how to do the junior wraps. Again, it's basically the same, but Zaylee Girl likes to make videos with me. So thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you later. Bye.